country is the driving force for its growth and development. A strong economic system paves the roadmap for the overall success of a nation. However, if the domestic economic system is not a pretty picture, there would not be any growth in sight. There are certain issues which have always been bothersome to any economic system. Some of them are consumer price inflation, which even goes to double digits, thereby causing financial burden to the citizens of that country. Black money or illegal funds in foreign tax havens, which could otherwise be a support for the economy. Counterfeit money, adding aggravation to inflation, thereby hollowing the entire economic system. The value of national currency vis-à-vis other currencies. Corruption is one of the pervasive problems affecting an economic system. Tax evasion and avoidance. The primary reason for all these problems is paper currency and coins. Therefore, the solution to all these issues is EPM. Effects of EPM. Black money will be exposed. Fake notes in use will stop. Corruption and bribery will stop. Illegal and stolen goods trade will stop. Extortion and kidnapping will stop. Border terrorism, Naxalism, and illegal immigration will cease. The EPM models are made for e-cash payment. However, bank payment and credit card transactions can also happen through it. This model will be based on Android operating system. This device is equivalent to the size of a mobile handset. For enhanced ease of operation, micro login and logout facility is available. In order to make it ultra secure, microwave characters are used instead of alphabets, numbers, and some special characters. These characters are impossible to be created illegally as they change every 3 weeks. There are certain unique identification factors which make every EPM device different from each other and helps to make this device totally safe and secure. These factors are inbuilt SIM card number, product code, RBI test code, bank release number, device number, battery number, account name and number, thumb impression, and password, additional. Because of the above factors, login password and transaction password is not required to connect with the bank account. The body of EPM device is completely sealed and cannot be disassembled at all. Any attempt to do so or attach a fake equipment or even a small crack in the device would initiate wireless alert to the bank and the opposite EPM device. Features of EPM model. Account code, connector pin, account code reader, self-account name, self-account number, drop-down key if the user has more than one account, space for pays account name, space for pays account number, space for payment amount, keypad, payment key option, options key, cancel key, submit key, settings, display key, back key. In order to use EPM device for remittance from one person to another person directly and save the respective account details, it is important to connect it with the other person's EPM device. And for using it at other places, the EPM device is required to be connected with the reader strip. This strip is available at shops, malls, ticket booking counters, regular bill payment counters, religious places, buses, autos, taxis, etc. Details of bank payment. User can transfer fund starting from a minimum of 100 rupees. The same is done from the user account to another person's bank account through net banking or NEFT or RTGS. This function requires Internet or Wi-Fi or GPRS or 3G activated SIM card. The transaction will reflect in both devices immediately, and payment amount will be debited immediately from the payer's bank account. If payer's bank is not the same as the payer's, then amount will be credited in his bank account after some time. Details of e-cash payment. EPM user will have to transfer fund to his device from his bank account of maximum amount as per bank's regulations, for example 10,000 rupees or more. Then e-cash transfer starting from a minimum of 1 rupee can happen from user's EPM device to another EPM device using Bluetooth. This can happen anywhere at any given point of time. If the devices are not close to each other, then Internet or Wi-Fi or GPRS or 3G activated SIM card will be required for transferring fund from anywhere. Details of e-credit card transactions. EPM device can be used to execute transaction via credit cards. This can happen with any bank's credit card. The user can add more than one credit card in his EPM device. The cash facility of credit card can be availed in the EPM device itself under bank payment or cash payment category. Similarly, credit card payment can be made from the device through bank payment or cash payment. Model A. For bank payment. For e-cash payment. For e-credit card. For users' identity cards. For calendar. Model B. This is a separate and individual device for cash payment function. It is an economic model. Therefore, this comprises only cash payment and identity card function. Model C or Braille model. This model will be specifically designed for blind or old people or those whose eyesight is weak. The features of this model is same as Model B, whereas the keypad in this model is fixed with embossed characters. There is also a voice guide facility in regional languages. First-time bank payment. These are two different EPM devices between which bank payment needs to be executed. To begin with, the devices are connected in this manner. After connecting, the account name and number gets mutually shared in the devices. Upon tapping the Connect button, the account name and number gets reflected and then the payment button is tapped. Then we get two options of payment, bank payment and cash payment. After selecting the bank payment, amount is filled in and submitted. Verification happens through thumb impression and the payment is sent through net banking, NEFT or RTGS. Simultaneously, both EPM device notifies bank transaction done. First-time cash payment. If cash payment option is selected, then cash payment screen appears, after which amount is filled in and submitted. Verification happens through thumb impression and the e-cash payment is sent immediately to the opposite EPM device. Simultaneously, both EPM device notifies cash transaction done. EPM user can make cash or bank payment from anywhere to other users listed in saved list and account statement. Credit card payment. This page will get unlocked by user's thumb impression. After unlocking, all the cards of user will get reflected. Upon selecting a particular card, again the thumb impression will be required to access the details of the respective e-credit card. Then the device is connected to the shop's EPM reader strip, after which its account name, number and invoice amount reflects on the EPM screen. Once the pay button is tapped, PIN number will be asked. After filling in the PIN number and submitting the same, again the thumb impression will be required to complete the payment process. The due date for credit card payment will automatically get scheduled in the calendar. Items, their prices, total billing amount, etc. Once the customer is satisfied with the invoice details, he will select mode of payment, that is, cash or bank or credit card, in his EPM device. After that, he connects his EPM device to the EPM reader strip available at the billing counter. By doing so, the invoice or bill details, that is bill amount, trader's name, etc., will directly reflect in the customer's EPM device. Simultaneously, the customer's name and relevant details will also get added in the invoice, which can be seen on invoice screen. Then, after tapping the payment button, the payment from the customer's end will be executed. Thereafter, if the customer wants soft copy of the invoice, he will select e-invoice from the invoice screen. After doing so, he will get soft copy of the invoice in his EPM device. In case the customer wants hard copy of the invoice, then he will press a button near EPM reader strip. By doing so, the hard copy will come out from the slot near EPM reader strip and the customer can collect it. Benefits of EPM device usage in shops or malls. The customer executes the payment with lot of ease. The trader is saved from the hassles of managing the cash, like counting, storing them carefully in safety lockers, carrying the cash to bank for depositing, hiring security personnel, and purchasing safety lockers. The money gets deposited in the bank at the tip of finger. Hassles of tendering change is eliminated. Costs of manpower and security lockers is saved. Usage of EPM in railway, bus, theatre ticket booking. Normally for attending a railway counter, 4 personnel are required who are working in shifts. Similarly, for procuring tickets, people are stranded in queue for long hours. Now, instead of this, if EPM system is implemented in each railway station, then just 1 or 2 people can manage 4 to 5 ticket counters simultaneously. And likewise, passengers can buy tickets by themselves, which will also save their time. For this, the passengers will select the destination station and connect the EPM device for payment. After that, ticket will be collected. In the same manner, bus tickets, theatre tickets, etc. can be booked. Usage of EPM for payment of electricity bills, property taxes, etc. EPM device can be used for regular payments like electricity bills, property taxes, etc. If the user is registered with the respective department, then after connecting the EPM, entire details like consumer name, number, etc. will reflect on the screen, and ultimately the payment will be done through EPM device. In accordance with this, the respective department can send e-bills directly to the EPM devices, and user can pay the same from anywhere. In similar fashion, EPM can be used in buses, taxis, auto rickshaws, restaurants, etc. Usage of EPM at religious places. EPM reader strip will be installed at several places and at regular spots in the queue area. People willing to donate will connect the EPM device and the donation will be done. E-receipt for the same will be available in the device itself. Thereby, the trust will save manpower, time and effort involved in collecting the donation money, segregating coins and cash, counting, and finally depositing the money in bank. The expenses and manpower involved in the same can be used in other social welfare activities like in hospitals, charitable institutions, etc. The foreigners who travel to India would need Model A to make transactions in Indian currency. After being allotted the visa, they can select the bank online and transfer money in their currency from the respective bank account along with the required documents. After the account has been opened temporarily in Indian bank, the money will be transferred in the same account after deducting the commission. The same EPM will be kept ready at the airport bank counter, and on the respective date, the foreigner will come and after being verified through thumb impression, he can collect the EPM device. The same EPM device will be deposited back at any airport bank counter when the foreigner is leaving India. In this way, banks will profit from the commission charged. Benefits of EPM to government. Government will save the expenses involved in manufacturing or production of currency notes and coins. Simultaneously, fake currency will also cease to exist. ATMs won't be required anymore. Therefore, cost of procuring and maintaining ATMs will be saved. Entire black money will be exposed due to currency not being in use anymore. This will make the government financially strong, as well as the value of Indian currency will be stronger vis-a-vis other currencies. EPM transaction will help in remittances happening only to people for whom it's intended. Therefore, any anti-social or anti-national elements will be prevented from operating in the country. Since every person will have a bank account in order to use EPM device, therefore, EPM will support Prime Minister's Jan Dhan Yojana. EPM will help generating funds which can be used for growth and development of economy. EPM implementation will be one of its kind of unique initiative, and India will be its pioneer in history. Now, pioneer of economic revolution, EPM.